this video we will start with a new topic which is known as carbon and its compounds. So carbon is an element, we all know that it exists in nature in any form. So it can exist in the form of diamond, graphite, or in the form of living beings also. We also have carbon in us. So we need to discuss in details to know carbon. It can link with other elements and form new compounds. So carbon exists everywhere in nature in different forms. So that's what we are going to learn in this topic. So let's start with it now. So where do carbon occur? So let's understand, it is found in the atmosphere. Carbon is found in the atmosphere. It is also found in the Earth's crust, under the Earth's crust. So it is also present in all living organisms. So what it has been told that it is found in the atmosphere, under the Earth's crust, and also it is found in organisms. So totally it is found everywhere in this earth. So you can see that it is also present in fuels like wood. So carbon is present in fuels like wood, coal, charcoal, coke, petroleum, natural gas, biogas products, marsh gas, etc. So let's know more about where all carbon is present in nature. So it is also present in compounds. So compounds is two or more elements combined together to form the compounds. So they are present in compounds like carbonates. They are also present in hydrogen carbonates, etc. So carbon is found in free state. It is found in free state as diamond, graphite, and Buckminster fullerenes. So it's almost a shape of a football. So that we will know later in this topic. So you can see the different forms of carbon which can be used as fuel, and also it can be used in different forms and present as different forms of compounds in nature. So we will know more about the carbon and its bonding now. So bonding in carbon. So bonding in carbon is a covalent bond. So as we have studied in the previous topics or in the previous classes, what is the atomic number of carbon? It is 6. So you can see that the first shell will have 2 carbon atoms and remaining it is 4. So 4 means you can see that to attain octet, so it requires 4 and also it can give out 4. So that's why it is able to form bonding with different elements in this nature. So let's see that the atomic number of carbon is 6. Its electronic arrangement or configuration is 2, 4. So in the outermost shell you have 4. So it's 4 valence electrons. So 8 minus 4 if you do also it's 4, and directly also it exists as 4. So you can see that it can attain stability. How it can attain stability? Either it should gain 4 electrons or it should give 4 electrons. So or it needs to share its electrons with other atoms. So it has 4 electrons. So carbon has 4 electrons. So which has outermost shell valence electrons as 1 or 2, it can share it with the other elements so that it can form octet configuration to form a new compound. So it does not gain 4 electrons because it is difficult that it here 6 protons to hold 10 electrons. So 6 protons cannot hold 10 electrons, which is not stable in nature. So it does not lose 4 electrons because it needs a large amount of energy. So this carbon compound, that is carbon as an element, requires a lot of energy to lose its electrons. So neither it can lose its electrons. So better way is it's going to share its electrons with the other elements. So that's why it is known as a covalent bond. So we will know more about it now. So it's, as I told, it shares 4 electrons with other atoms to attain stability. Means it needs to have octet, that is 8 electrons in the outermost shell. So resulting in the formation of covalent bonds. Since carbon atom needs 4 electrons, so to attain stability its valency is 4 and it is tetravalent. So you can see here bonding carbon 1, 2 and 3, 4. So 4 valence electrons, you have 4 spaces here to fill. So what is its valency? That is 1, 2, 3 and 4 electrons are present. So now you need 4 electrons to fill the space. So you know that hydrogen has 1 electron. That is, you can share here, each 4 hydrogen can be added here. So that's why 1 hydrogen electron here, 1 here, 1 here and 1 here. So it shares its electrons with the hydrogen atom. So that's how it is going to form CH4. So what is CH4? It is methane. So you can see here even electron dot structure. This is known as dot structure. So in the same way the bonding can be shown in the forms of dots. So dots can also be written as 1, 2, 3 and 4 valence electrons. So that is shared with 1 electron of hydrogen. Here 1 electron of hydrogen, 1 electron, then another. So now you count it here that 4 of carbon and 1 each of hydrogen. So 4 plus 4, that is equal to 8. So that it has become a stable compound. So coming on to the next one. So how covalent bond formation is going to form? So here covalent bond is a chemical bond formed by sharing of electrons between the atoms. So it means the same as we saw in the previous slide, that it is the carbon that is going to share with different atoms. So here the sharing of one pair of electrons, one pair means 2 electrons, result in the formation of single covalent bond. So if it is going to share one pair of electrons with the other element or atom, then it is known as single covalent bond. If two pairs means 4 electrons are going to be shared, it forms double covalent bond. And if it is going to share 3 pairs, that is 6 electrons, then it results in the formation of triple covalent bond. So single, double and triple bonds are formed here. So let's know more about it. So with example, so we will take the formation of single covalent bond, that is the example of hydrogen molecule. So hydrogen molecule, we know that 2 molecules, so 2 atoms of hydrogen, they need to combine together to form a hydrogen molecule, which forms a single covalent bond. I have told you that it needs to share a single pair of electron. So here we can see that hydrogen, see here hydrogen has 1 electron, the another hydrogen has 1 electron. So it is going to share its electron, that it fills its first shell, that is 2 electrons, and it needs to attain the stability. So here you can see that H plus H gives rise to H2, and here dot structures, you can see that it is, so you have to draw in this way that it is going to bond, and you can see that 1 electron shared from here, 1 electron shared from here. Now both the hydrogen will have how much electrons? 2 electrons of hydrogen each. So this hydrogen also will have 2 because it is sharing, and here also it has 2 electrons. So there is, so one pair of electrons, it is going to be a single bond. See hydrogen and one single bond with another hydrogen. So let's see here, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. So its electronic configuration and its arrangement remains 1, and it has 1 valence electron. So it needs 1 electron more to attain stability in the first shell. So 2 hydrogen atoms share 1 pair of electron, resulting in the formation of single covalent bond. See, you can see here only one bonding has happened, and in hydrogen molecule H2. So now going on to the double covalent bond, example of oxygen. So we will take the example of oxygen here. So you know that the atomic number of oxygen is 8. So first shell will have 2 electrons. The second shell will have 6 electrons. So how much is required to complete the octet? It is 2 electrons. So how it is going to share is, it is going to share with another atom of oxygen. So it becomes O2. So here we can see that one atom of oxygen and another atom of oxygen, it is going to share its electrons to form that oxygen as octet. So you can see here that outermost is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what it needs to do is now from each atom. So each atom, it is going to share two pairs. That is, from here one pair of electron, from here one pair of electron. It becomes two pairs. So how it is going to become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 of this. Here also you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of this oxygen atom. So there is a bonding in between. So it is double bond formed. So one pair, two pair. So two pairs combined together, they are going to share the electrons and it forms a double covalent bond. And oxygen, you can see here, it is not single bond, it is two bonding. That is sharing of electrons. So let's see here, the atomic number of oxygen is 8 and its electronic configuration is 2, 6. It has 6 valence electrons. But its valency is what? So it is 8 minus 6, its valency is 2. That is, it requires 2 electrons more to attain stability. So two oxygen atoms needs to share two pairs of electrons, resulting in the formation of double covalent bond in the oxygen molecule. It's just simple as that you can see here the 6 here, 6 here, then more 2 required. So 1, 2 electrons from here, 2 electrons from here, you can see that it shares and both will get an octet configuration. So going on to the next bonding is triple covalent bond that we can see in nitrogen molecule. So two atoms of nitrogen combines together or shares their electrons, that is 3 pairs of electrons, it forms as N2. So what is the atomic number of nitrogen? It is 7 now. So how much needs to be there now? So 2 comma how much? 5. So you can see here that 2 comma 5 nitrogen atoms. So here 1 atom, 2 atoms. So outermost shell you have 5. So you can see that 6, 7 and 8. You need 3 electrons for octet configurations. Now what it is going to do is, it already has 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 5, 3 electrons, that is 3 from here, 3 from here, it is going to share their electrons, and you can see that they are going to share. Now you count. So 1, 2 and these 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 3 from this and 3 from here. So totally it becomes 8. So it is 2 comma 8, and here also you can see that sharing of these 2 nitrogen electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it is nitrogen molecule, or you can see that 3 bonds. So 1, 2 and 3 bonding happens. It is known as triple bond. So 2 nitrogen atoms share 3 pairs of electrons, resulting in formation of triple covalent bond in the nitrogen molecule, or N2. So how many covalent bonds are formed? It is 3, that is single, double and triple covalent bond formation. So going on to the next slide. So it is the same example, 2 hydrogens and sharing of their electrons, and you can see hydrogen molecule. Fluorine also, you can see that they are going to share their electrons. That is same way, that is 1 pair of electrons here, and you can see that fluorine molecule is formed. But here you can see that there is 2 oxygen atoms. So 2 oxygen atoms and a carbon atom. So you can see that carbon should be in between, and both the sides oxygen. So here you will see that 4 carbon atom is formed. Here also you need oxygen to be octet. Here also oxygen to be octet. So there is sharing of 2 electrons from each oxygen. So carbon becomes 4 plus 4, that is 8. And here also you can see that 2 from carbon and 2 from oxygen. totally 8. Here also you can see 2 from carbon, 2 from oxygen, and totally it becomes 8. Then it becomes CO2, that is, it becomes carbon dioxide molecule. In the same way, you have 4 atoms of chlorine and a single atom of, fluorine and a single atom of carbon. So 4 bonding, so fluorine, fluorine and fluorine. So you need to see that there is bonding here, and all these should have octet formation. So it is carbon tetrafluoride. So coming on to the next slide. So till now we have learned about the covalent bonding. This is how it looks. So single bond, example is hydrogen. So H, so hydrogen atom and 2 hydrogen atoms and a single bond. Or you can see that electronic configuration dot structure, you can see that sharing of 2 electrons. So 1 from each side. Next is double bond, it is oxygen. So 2 bonds formed, or it is sharing of 2 pairs. So 2 electrons from this oxygen, 2 electrons from here. So it forms a double bond. So triple bond, for like an example of nitrogen, you can see that 3 bonds are formed here, and you can see that 3 pairs of electrons have been shared. So all of you might have understood this topic. So we'll be continuing in the next part. Thank you all for watching.